very different Dolden Details channel this week. You might just about hear that. We are at Santapod for the Euro Finals. FIA Euro Finals. My first time at Santapod, but this gentleman here, Gary from Pro D Car Spa. You might remember the Pro D Car Spa video I did. Gary's such a lovely guy. He said, I'll tell you what, thank you for doing the video. I'll thank you properly, and we can come down to Santapod. Excuse me, take my hat off. So far we've seen loads of the qualifying rounds, but we're actually down here with Team Hawk. Team Hawk have got a funny car, and I tell you what, the numbers are confusing. They're very, very confusing. Facts and figures: 10,000 brake horsepower, something like 45 gallons of fuel they're going to burn through in a matter of days, I think. There's so many technical things, I've forgotten most of it. It's just mind-boggling, and the noise is unbelievable. I've had to dial the actual mic down on the camera. If it gets distorted through the video, I do apologise. And if there's any shaky camera work later on, it's probably due to the fact we might have had a couple of beers. Anyway, we're going to crack on and try and film as much of this as possible without getting too drunk. We'll catch you later.
Stop what you're doing, get in the moment. Oh yeah, show me some movement. Yeah, you can do it. Oh yeah, we won't be broke forever. We won't be broke forever. We won't be broke forever. We won't be broke show me some movement. Yeah, you can do it. Oh yeah. You're a dreamer, so am I. I like dragons, I like butterflies.
Good morning. It is about 20 past 8 in the morning and Gary is cooking the bacon.
Morning all.
So we're at Santapod. Just to explain a few things. The runs yesterday you saw in the video, that's the qualifying rounds. We're also qualifying today as well. And they were easing off a lot of the cars. They were doing the runs, and then basically the problem was the track got very cold last night, and they were basically, these cars produced so much power they were spinning up and they couldn't get traction. A lot of the cars were easing off, so if you thought they weren't going flat out, that's the reason. There is a lot of technical issues with these cars. After every run, they are basically stripped down, completely rebuilt. The engines are inspected. The guys do this in a matter of hours, and then they go out and do another run, and then and so on and so on. This happens right through the weekend. A key fact: it's about £1,000 a run. It's £1,000 worth of fuel these cars burn through. They use a mixture of fuel. I think it's 45 gallons of nitro, and what's the other one they use, Gary?
Just a race fuel.
Race fuel?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know the technical terms.
we're not too sure.
We'll ask.
Yeah, some of the guys and mechanics were really good, and they were talking me through some of the procedures of the cars. For instance, they put a tape measure around each tyre, and then they mark it, and then each tyre is matched, because if the rear tyres are different, it will put the car in the wall, which you don't really want to happen at 240 miles an hour. Yes, the 240 miles an hour is ridiculous. You cannot comprehend some of these speeds. Also, when I had the camera in there when they started it up, apologies if there's any distortion, I had to get out quick because the actual fumes this car produces is tear gas, and it's not very nice, and it makes your mouth go numb and your eyes stream like crazy. So we're going to do a bit more filming today. So apologies if there is a bit of distortion on the camera. I've tried to set the mic up the best I can, and we're going to get some more shots of the qualifying rounds. Tomorrow's the final. Sadly, I'm not going to be here for the final. I'm doing a show tomorrow, so I'm not going to be here, but I'll get as much footage as I can. Meanwhile, I'm going to crack on with my breakfast. We're back in the van. Oh my god, what a weekend. Thanks to this guy, absolute legend, Gary from Pro D Car Spa. They sponsor the funny car Jason Phillips was driving. If you've watched the runs, you'll notice that he lifts off every now and again. This is a very new team. Although Jason is a veteran of the sport, he's been racing since he was 16 years old. Started off in wheel standers. Used to do wheel stands all around Europe, touring all around Europe in funny cars. He's done Top Fuel. He's also driven the jet car, which Richard Hammond crashed. He knows his stuff. The whole team, I want to thank them for making me feel really, really welcome. They're like a really tight-knit family. Gary's been amazing. He's poked up with me snoring and drinking too much beer, eating all his food, spending most of his money. It's just been a really, really good weekend. Very, very different video, I know. And this is my first time at Santapod, and I'll definitely be coming back. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Thanks to Team Hawk Racing. Thanks to Gary. Please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one with a long drive home. Teddy bye.